This is Talley, who can certainly pass the ball a bit when he gets going. Foul on Mark Milligan.
Well, comes in with the studs up, Matthew Thompson. Here he comes sliding in. It's enthusiasm. He's going for the ball. In fact, the stats aren't up. He's just a little bit late. He acknowledges that it was a foul.
Well, Topple Stanley is up from the back. And it was a firm header just wide by Mark Milligan. Very similar to the one he scored in the first leg.
There's another free header. This one is from a standing start. With a little bit of momentum, he's actually moving backwards, and then it's difficult to get any power.
Ross being tracked by Jade North. North comes out on top. And wins the free kick, and Matthew Breeze will now have a word with Alex Brosk.
Well, just frustration, I think. Alex Brosk thought he might have been fouled first.
Well, it's a yellow card shown to Alex Brosk, and it's very costly so far as Sydney are concerned, because of course he picked up a yellow in the first leg, and the rules in the final series are 2 yellow cards and you get a 1-game ban.
Yeah, and he'll be very disappointed when he sees it. It's a stupid reaction. It's come out of frustration, but it costs him an appearance if Sydney get through.
Now Milton Rodriguez onside. It's Rodriguez. How did he miss? How on earth did he miss?
Well, he's done the hard part. It's a mistake at the back. For me and Fife, Mark Rudin looks around for the referee's assistance flag. There is no flag. He's in Fife. Missed kick. Little touch from Bridge. He's through. 1-on-1. Right idea. Lifted over the keeper. But he's missed the target. What a chance.
It's a sitter, and he knows it. Ocon. Wilson Rodriguez. Zadkovic was there. Rodriguez again, lifts it over the top. Chance for Bridge. The goalkeeper's got a real chance for the Jets to take the lead, and appeals for handball as well against Ufuk Talay. Not heeded by Matthew Breeze, and Joel Griffiths is adamant that should be a spot kick.
Well, he didn't see it. It is definitely a handball, but the ball is lobbed over. It's goal bound. Griffiths looking just to flick it in. The ball's definitely come off the arm, but did he mean it? Having seen it again, there was no movement of the arm. It's definitely hit the arm. Oh, what a decision. What a talking point. Milton Rodriguez, his great chance. Caught square against Sydney, weren't they?
Well, it's been an eventful first half for Alex Brosk. That yellow card must be playing pretty heavily on his mind. Zadkovic has now lost out to Joel Griffiths, who's perhaps been the Jets' likeliest threat, and he dinks it past Mark Rudin and tries to use his pace to get it behind. Wonderful run by Griffiths. Was that a trick by Rudin? And Matthew Breeze had an awful long look at that.
I think it's a penalty.
And again decides no penalty.
I think he's clipped his heel. Joel Griffiths goes across the defender. He clips him. You can't have a clumsy challenge like that. I think it's a pen. It's from behind. He's got nothing on the ball. He's clipped his heel. Why would he fall over? He's driving towards the near post. I think it's a pen.
Well, I have to say, I'm not so sure. And what it's led to, of course, is some argy-bargy in the centre of the field, and one or two raised arms here. A yellow card's been issued. Not quite sure to whom. Maybe Mark Rudin, but everybody's getting involved.
I think it's the Mark Rudin.
Well, it ends in smiles for Rudin and Matt Thompson at least, and temperatures certainly starting to rise here.
Well, there's a lot at stake, isn't it?
Now it's Ocon and Bross getting involved in a heated debate. Matthew Breeze has got to take control of this, because it started to get a bit out of hand at Energy Australia Stadium.
I think Alex Bross could be off here.
Well, there's fisticuffs, and really, this is not what we want to see in finals football. There are punches being thrown, and now Ian Fife's gone to ground, seemingly fell by a left hook, maybe by Jade North.
Well, he's coming from the side. Paul Lycan says he's up with the elbow. Second yellow card means a red for Alex Brosk. Terry Butcher's not happy.
Well, it's a huge blow for Sydney FC, and would you believe it's the third time this season they've had a player sent off against the Newcastle Jets. Reminder, it's still Sydney with the advantage by 2-1 over the two legs. I'm sure we're going to see lots of Jets pressure in the second half. Sadkovic deceived by the bounce, could be costly. Mark Bridge, man over on the left. Joel Griffiths, real chance. Goal, Newcastle! Joel Griffiths with the goal. And perhaps all bets now on the Jets. They have the goal that puts them in front in the tie for the first time.
What a wonderful finish. The ball fell to Bridge. I thought he hesitated. It was a mistake in defence. No one picked up Joel Griffiths. He still had a lot to do. And he curls it into the top right-hand corner. Here he hesitates. But no one gets across to Griffiths. He's able to take a touch outside of the foot and he curls it into the far corner.
Didn't Gary Van Egmond enjoy it? His sixth goal in 10 games, Joel Griffiths. Here's Thompson trying to put it beyond all doubt. He's won a corner. Gary Van Egmond's going to make a change. Paul Coveney is standing by. There's the corner meantime. Free header, Milton Rodriguez must score. Oh, that's a great save with a boot from Clint Bolton. Maybe has just saved Sydney's season, at least for the moment. Sydney under real pressure here. Nicky Carl goes through, goes to ground. No penalty again, says Matthew Breeze. The Jets are furious. Play continues. North's ball in. Bolton saves. And the Jets will again argue the toss, but they've got to get back quickly because Sydney on the counter. Sasha Petrovsky, Middleby is herring down the left, and that will be a set piece, this time for Sydney FC. And Nicky Carl gets a yellow card, and it's all happening again at Energy Australia.
Well, he takes Petrovsky out. There's no doubt that it's a yellow card, but he is frustrated. He feels he should have had a penalty. Well, there's the first chance. Milton Rodriguez probably should bury that. Free header inside the 6-yard box. The give and go from Nick Carl. Fife coming in. That is a clear-cut penalty. You will not see a more clear-cut penalty than that. And I think they've already had one in this game.
Time, another glorious pass. This time from Thompson, finding Bridge. Brown makes a little run in behind Milligan. Too much on the cross. Thompson drives for the line. Good ball in. That's 2-0. That could be all over. Vaughan Coveney for the Jets. And are the Newcastle Jets on their way to the preliminary final?
Wonderful play from Matty Thompson, the left fullback. Tim Brown got him behind, overhit his cross. First to react was Matt Thompson. Sadkovic showed him the line, he took it. Vaughan Coveney gets in front of Topper Stanley, strikes it into an empty net.
Everybody's celebrating on the Jets bench, apart from the coach. As Corica floats one in, and Kovic again shows a very safe pair of hands, and now the Jets can break. Mark Bridge, support arriving from Coveney, and through the middle from Griffiths. This could tie it up for the Jets. It's Nicky Carl. Nicky Carl should have scored.
Oh, that's not a good finish. Beautifully played by Mark Bridge, held on to it nicely. Nicky Carl all on his own to put a beat. We've seen him put him away in that position this season. Newcastle looking for more likely to go through now, as Sydney can find a miracle.
Now Milligan's been dispossessed by Griffiths. Coveney tries to go through the middle. Good tackle by Jonas Sully. Gary Van Egmond's going to make another change if he needs to in a moment. Intercepted by Durante. Middleby tracks back. Here's Griffiths. Across the face of goal. Good save by Clint Bolton.
Well, they have three there. Coveney can't believe it. It's a great save. A brave save from Clint Bolton. Good play from Joel Griffiths. This time Clint Bolton was very well positioned. Only seconds to go. It might not matter.
It doesn't matter. The full-time whistle has blown. Sydney's reign as champions is over. The Jets march on to a preliminary final meeting with either Adelaide or Melbourne. And what a story for the Jets. After being rock bottom after 7 rounds, Newcastle are now just one step away from the grand final. What a fantastic job Gary Van Egmond has done, and it's only disappointments and thoughts of what might have been for the deposed champions Sydney FC.